on now while he announces the starting lineups and does the national anthem.
This is the time.
Because we don't go live until after that.
And if we do go live before then, that is actually call me out.
I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Guilderland High School in tonight's game between the visiting Columbia Blue Devils and your Guilderland Dutchmen. Before we introduce the starting line of this week's game, we thank the Seats Kansas 6th Street Boys basketball team for joining us to welcome the Guilderland starters. Now for tonight's starting lineups. For Columbia, number 2, Hayden Walters. Number 10, Xander Passant. Number 12, Evan Rainville. Number 23, Ian Fisher-Lee. And number 34, Kyle Blake.
Alex, we don't do that.
And now the starting lineup of our Guilderland Dutchmen. At guard, a senior, number 1, Jaden Stutzman. At guard, a senior, number 2, Nick Ruff. At guard, a senior, number 3, Justin Kapusinski. At forward, a senior, number 22, Troy Gershwinger. And at center, a senior, number 44, Michael Delvin. Ladies and gentlemen, the New York State Public High School Athletic Association supports and encourages spectators to enjoy the competition between our student athletes and cheer for the team in a positive manner. Negative comments and behavior will be addressed by the appropriate site personnel. Spectators should be loud, be proud, be positive towards all players, coaches, officials, and spectators. Thank you for your support. Enjoy the game. Now please rise, remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem by GHS's own Chamber Choir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's final home contest of the 22-23 athletic basketball season. Matt Pinchnott and Brenna Autry on the call for you tonight as the Guilderland Dutchmen, 2-14, take on Columbia Blue Devils, 3-12. Both teams searching for wins this season, and they've been hard to come by. On paper, we look pretty even. Matt, what's your take?
Well, just judging by some of the earlier games that we saw today, with the modified team and with the JV team, they started off actually one-sided. The Mod 9 game started off landslide in favor of Guilderland. The JV was kind of that way in favor of Columbia. And both games ended up going, direction that we were hoping for.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that we're going to see a repeat here as we come on with the tip.
That's what we're hoping. So Guilderland starting with its normal, used to starting 5 that we've gone with all season practically. And the tip goes to Guilderland. Justin Kapazinski, who was hot the other night, starts us off.
Yeah.
You know, Justin came out like gangbusters the other night and did so well. And Troy Berschwinger just got the steal.
Oh.
Just misses the layup. Rebound to Columbia.
He missed. He was trying to do some jelly.
He did, and Justin Kapazinski comes away with it. Back to the Dutch. Ruff thought about it.
Ruff actually, was awarded recently the Dutchman of the Week for just his valiant efforts in back-to-back games, 4 threes.
He was.
Twice, back-to-back, and I'm excited to see, his stroke from the line this time.
Yeah, Stutzman having trouble there with number 2, Peyton Walters. So that's going to be a quick foul on Peyton. That's his team's first. The ball stays with the Dutch.
I got to say, I'm loving the defensive effort right now. That has been fantastic. The fact that we had back-to-back turnovers.
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
Possession.
Stutzman with the ball. Gets it to Delwich. Delwich back to Stutzman. Drives. Looking for an opening guy. Gets it to Berschwinger. Around to Ruff. To Kapazinski. Kapazinski driving around. Goes inside. Loses it off his foot. Rebounded. Picked up by Columbia. Open basket for Evan Rainville.
Evan Rainville, that's going to be the one, the guy we're going to keep our eye on tonight.
271 points on the season so far. That's impressive.
That is, that's the pace that you need.
Ruff for 3, and he gets it.
Say, come on.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, but that was worthy.
The diamond
that
was
was worthy.
The diamond has the ball in his hands. Of course we're going to call for that. But no, I was just saying in regards to Rainville, 271, that's the pace that you need to be a 1,000-point scorer. So just acknowledging anyone who does reach that level, that's a tremendous athlete.
Pretty impressive. Passant tries to get it inside to Walters. He loses it off his foot. Turnover to the Dutch. Kapazinski, 6 minutes, 3 seconds left to play in the first period. Delwich getting it to Ruff. Ruff coming around. Gets it to Berschwinger.
He wanted to shoot that. He did.
He did. He thought about it. Kapazinski into Delwich.
High post.
Stutzman calling for it. Wide open. 3-point basket. Justin Kapazinski.
Come on, Cap.
Dutch lead 8-2. Columbia with the ball.
I wonder how many people make Captain America plays off of Kapazinski's name. I would have a slew of them. I want to say right now, Captain Guilderland. That's Guilderland's cap. I got so many things. Oh, Delwich coming with the board.
Excellent. Rebound goes to the Dutch. The Dutch need to come away with a win.
That's
Ruff off a little bit. Berschwinger coming down, loses it on the rebound. Turnover to Columbia. Friday's contest or Tuesday's contest next week is going to be tough against Saratoga, which is our last contest in the regular season. So we need to definitely make sure we capitalize tonight. That basket was by Rainville.
Well, I think that this is a team that, our Dutchmen really do feel like is within reach. I'm excited.
Stutzman going with the reverse. Doesn't go, but Delwich is there to put back.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what they had for lunch, but the team is going for that peanut butter jelly time. And
oh, my goodness. Have you just saved all these up for tonight?
This is our last broadcast. I'm letting it fly.
But we want them to ask us back.
That's true.
Yeah, so keep that in mind.
I'm going to be like Nick Ruff and save some for the second half.
Okay. Blake gets it into Leighton, who's not able to get it. Rebound to the Dutch. Stutzman waits for his team to get set up. Gets it to Ruff. Delwich calling for it. Kapazinski reads the screen. Gets it to Ruff for 3. Money!
I have got to say the confidence with which Nick Ruff is just letting it fly is so great to see.
They're not quick shots either. He's setting up. He's getting squared.
Yeah.
He's really taking good shots. Blake dribbles in, gets basket, and will go for and 1. That's the first foul for Guilderland, which sends Blake to the line. Fouls on number 2, Nick Ruff. That's his first. Blake's a 48% free throw shooter.
We know what the math says.
We know what the math says. And he just added to his total there. So Blake, good on the 3-point play, brings the Columbia Blue Devils to 7. 13-7 at 3:27 left to play in the first.
This is a very, very comfortable place to be. You have a 2-possession game, 3.5 to go.
Kapuzinski takes it in,
Ooh,
all
good
ball on
save.
that block.
Yes, but I like the hustle there. And Nick Ruff, smart, not fouling. That would be
Very
honestly a
smart.
useless foul.
Yep, totally useless foul. And that was a quick basket there by Blake. Sorry, not Blake. That was Fisher-Layton. And Ruff. Take it three.
Oh, that fake.
You,
oh, my
you
God, that was
can't leave
beautiful.
him open on the
You
three.
cannot.
You cannot.
Did they not do the scouting report? Have they not done their research?
I know. We give it to them online
we
even.
give it to them week after week. Oh, my God, that's craziness.
Nick Ruff, 3 for 3 right now. Blake trying to make something happen. Gets it inside to Rainville, who's quickly fouled by Kapuzinski. That'll send Rainville. Nope, not to the line. That'll be an out of bounds. He was not shooting. So that is Rainville's, or Justin Kapuzinski's first, team second.
I got to imagine, when you're in this kind of a zone that Nick Ruff is in,
that was a nice
from
from Fisher-Layton. That was a nice basket.
When you're in that kind of zone that Nick Ruff is in, where you really are not afraid to let anything fly, the basket starts to seem as wide as the ocean. And really, he looks so comfortable with things.
He does. He looked comfortable in the pregame shootout, too, shoot-around. I like watching those and seeing what kind of rhythm they've got going and seeing if they are. And he was really relaxed.
Even with that, though, so what we're going to see is the defense didn't adjust to that. They're not going to bite on as many things, because of his prolific shooting.
Gershwinger goes inside, gets it taken from him, and draws the foul.
And just going back to that play, just because it's so important to see, long-term planning in the game. When Nick did that fake pass, to the inside towards Delwich, what that does is, it opens up Delwich's game as Troy misses the first one. But it opens up Delwich's game because now people are like, oh, maybe I don't need to follow the roller, and I'm going to stay and I'm going to hedge that screen and play up top. Instead, now he's going to have more space. And because he was being an active participant in the offense, he was able to, draw that defense away. He took 2 defenders. Ruff had the open shot.
Gershwinger misses the second. That foul was on number 2, Peyton Walters. That's his second, team second. So we're even with fouls, 2 on each team right now. Guilderland leads 16-12 with 1:40 left to play in the first. Blake gets it to Fisher-Layton. No good on that one. Rainville.
Delwich came away with that rebound and gets it over to Stutzman. He's taking down the court.
Yep. Berschwinger calling for some motion here. Gets the ball, gets it into Delwich. Berschwinger to Stutzman. Stutzman gets it out to Kapuzinski for 3.
Oh, that looks so good.
Rimmed in
I
and
love that
out.
follow-up.
Yep. Rain comes down. I'm going to call him Rainmaker. Rainville comes down with it. That was a good movie. Good movie.
I mean, with his scoring totals, he is a rainmaker.
Yeah, he totally is. All right, Guilderland with the ball. 51 seconds to play. Justin Kapuzinski going to take it.
Don't give him space like that.
And got it.
At that point, you're just challenging him, and you're just saying, I want you to score 3 right now.
Yeah, and he's up for the challenge. So sure, we'll take it.
The problem is it's not a challenge for him. He makes that look so easy.
Kyle Blake with the ball. That pass was intended for Rainville.
I love the start of this game right now.
But turnover to the dash.
Shot clock's off.
22 seconds.
Let's make this a 3-possession game.
Kapuzinski.
Okay. All right, he's sizing him up. He's got his ISO pack. He's trying to get deep in his bag. Like the fries are at the bottom.
Stutzman into Delwich. Ruff calling for it, doesn't get it. Pass, not good. Delwich couldn't keep track of it there.
Time to get down court.
Turnover to Columbia. And last second bucket does not work. At the end of the first quarter, that's 19 for your Dutch and 14 for Columbia. Go ahead, Matt. What do you like?
So, I said this very, very early on. I love the defensive effort. I mean, even on that second-class possession, they're coming away with the steal. We've seen active hands, which we don't always see to the degree that is necessary.
Right.
And so the active hands causing a lot of turnovers and disruptions has been great. We've also done a great job playing the break. So we're getting out in transition, and the decisions we're making in transition are leading to us transitioning to winning this game. And I think that this is going to be something, if we're able to keep this energy and the intensity up, which I'm sure our guys are going to want to. This is their last home game after
Absolutely.
all. We're going to see this lead continue. But I am hesitant to, it's just a two-possession game.
Right.
We've said it when the score has been the other way, 14-19, and we're down. It's just two possessions. It's important to keep that. Stay hot on the things that you're hot about, but also keep in mind that, we can't start getting too comfortable.
Second quarter will be a good test for us because first quarter, sometimes we run and gun, and then second quarter comes out and we're a different team. So let's see what we can produce here in the second quarter. We've got Nico Santa Barbara out on the court for the Dutch, so changing up the lineup just a little bit here. And it looks like Columbia's staying with their same 5.
Well, what I like about keeping the lineup, we've seen both Troy and Michael do a fantastic job inside, and then obviously Cap and Ruff have done a fantastic job, stroking from deep. So, this is going to be good, and we're going to see how Nico Santa Barbara getting another solid ball handler on the court is going to change and play into things.
Yeah, Blake gets it into Passant. Passant, back it up a little bit. Passant, moving it around.
Those are the active hands we were talking
got
about.
the ball to Blake, who
steal.
lost it to the Dutch. Turnover.
And, it's not just one guy. That steal is a collaborative effort. If one guy tips, the other takes it away. Oh, and
Santa Barbara, a little too rough there for Delwich, a little too hard, but he was able to recover it and get it back out around the top of the key here. Santa Barbara, nice screen from Delwich, gets it back to Delwich.
He's got the seismic back.
Nice.
He's got a Gerber on him.
Nice. That's 4 points in total for Delwich so far.
We love seeing him get involved early because it really does pay dividends for every other guy on the court in terms of the spacing of the game. And even that initial pass that Santa Barbara had inside, it was a good thought. The pass was just off target.
Columbia with the ball. They're going to try to answer here. And their answer is Fisher Layton with a 2-point jumper.
Ooh, that was a good looking floater.
That was a nice. Santa Barbara with the ball. 6 minutes, 39 seconds left to play until half.
Oh,
gets it in easily
exactly
to
what we're
Delwich.
talking about. And I don't want to sound like a broken record, but when we're talking inside-out game, that is opened up because Kapuzinski and Ruff, the shooting that they had in the first quarter, opens up that inside game for Delwich, and we talked about that.
Yep, we totally did. And if they could run that play on a regular basis and really capitalize on his height and posting him up to the basket, that would be great.
Right, he's got the size of the match, and right now, especially over the last couple games, his touch has been better around the rim than it had been before, and we're seeing these shots go down. Feed the big man.
Yep.
Feed him, he's hungry.
Kyle Blake trying to score there, did not score, but picked up the foul, and that foul is the second one on Nick Ruff, third on the team. That'll send Kyle Blake to the line. Misses the first. Ryan Gilbert comes in for the Dutch. Blake has one more shot here. Rainville is posted way deep. Misses the second. Rebound by the Dutch.
On the board.
Santa Barbara brings it down.
And what I like about the Santa Barbara Cap combo is you get to see Kapczynski play on the off guard role. And you see more of his off-ball
Gilbert takes it in and gets a 2.
You love to see that coming right off the bench with a good start. That's always a good sign. For a lot of guys, it can be hard coming off the bench. You're not as warm, and you're expected to play with just as much intensity. And so that quick basket is definitely going to help him.
Oh, blocking foul. Fascinating call there. Yeah. I would not have called a blocking foul. But, that's why I don't wear the black and white.
I was going to say, we forgot our jerseys.
We forgot our jerseys, definitely.
Once again.
That foul's on 44, Michael Delwich. That's his first, team's fourth. Again, we thought it should have been a charge, but we'll take the blocking foul. Ball remains in possession of Columbia. Gets it into Rainville. Well, maybe.
The active hands. Oh.
Rainville's able to save it. Gets it to Passant.
Did I miss
And Justin Kapuzinski comes up with it. Berschwinger calling for it.
He didn't see him in time, and that
No,
would have been
he
a risky
didn't.
pass.
Yeah, it would have been risky at the point that he saw him. You're right.
Oh,
Nice
corner.
Oh, nice unselfish pass. Santa Barbara gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Gilbert. Gilbert coming around the top of the key. 14 seconds to play on the shot. Kapuzinski right off of his toes. Turnover goes to Columbia.
So as the ball went off the court right there, I'm just wondering, what are the odds that I get into the game today?
They're pretty high.
Pretty high.
Although
I think.
you were a little weak during the pregame. Like you missed a few. You had
I
your
did.
back to this
I did.
to the
I was
to the
facing the
floor.
wrong direction.
You can't have your back to the floor.
No. But this is the time to give a quick shout out to Mr. Snyder, who was unable to return the ball during the JV game as well as I was. So.
Right.
I mean, that goes without saying.
Goes without saying.
But, you know.
Without saying. It's our last day to roast on him, so we got to take advantage. Long three does not go for Columbia.
Okay, got some wrist there. I'm going to be honest, I didn't see the wrist. Wait, what?
We don't have a number 1 on our roster.
Well, it's going to Kapuzinski. And
No, I mean, who's
Yeah,
shooting?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Also, I'm saying the foul. I didn't think it was Kapuzinski.
I didn't either. So that foul is called on Justin Kapuzinski.
I thought the contact was with
And we do not have a number 1 on our roster, and we even checked it with the coaches. So I'm going to do a number 1.
And
all right.
Who's number 1? You are. Okay, let me think. NBA players who were number 1. D'Angelo Russell's 0. Anthony Edwards, I think he's 1.
We're just going to call him number 1.
Yeah.
And number 1 misses both. Dutch with the ball. Santa Barbara. Delwich setting a screen to Gilbert. Back to Santa Barbara.
That's calls for a screen again.
He does call for the screen again. Gilbert there to get it. Rainville stops him. Delwich goes in, gets the basket. Delwich, 8 points already.
That is a good start for the half for him.
Sure is. Rainville's going to take a point position here. Get the ball moving for his team. Runs into some defensive trouble. Absolutely. 3-point basket called there for number 15, Jacob Scarless. That's his first bucket of the night. Santa Barbara gets it to Berschwinger. Into Delwich. To Gilbert.
This is the inside-out game.
Yep, Gilbert to Berschwinger. Into Delwich. Again!
That's too easy, man. Come on, man. That's too easy.
Love it. Rainville.
And he's the first to double digits, I believe.
He is. 3-point shot for Columbia. Good.
No, that was actually kind of cold. He shot. He started running down the court.
Yeah, that was Xander Passant for 3.
Yeah, I gotta respect that.
Yeah, we love. If a shooter's a good shooter, we respect it.
Always.
We will always give them the accolades if they've got a nice shot. 100%.
That being said, those 2 threes, those were huge buckets because that just helped close the deficit. You know.
Gilbert to Santa Barbara to Oliver. Listen, Oliver needs to get a haircut. His hair's hanging in his eyes. I'm going to tell his mom.
Please do.
All right, Gilbert for 3.
Oh, what is happening right now?
Gilbert's going to be someone that we're going to look to for leadership next year for sure.
Absolutely.
So he's had some quality minutes off the bench this year. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to play until the half. Dutch up by 10. 3-point basket, no good for Passant.
Hey, honestly, and that one was a matter of luck. He had a good look at the hoop, and that was, a fine shot.
Berschwinger to Gilbert. Santa Barbara gets it into Delwich. Quick give and go.
The high
leaves Oliver open to Santa Barbara. He takes it in, can't get a shot off. Wanted a call, but didn't get it. But ball stays with the Dutch. 11 seconds on the clock. Now, Matt, if they don't notice the 11 seconds, you're going to have to mute me so I can yell.
I got
Drives me nuts when they don't know it.
I will mute you.
Drives me nuts.
So I will mute Brenna, or else Brenna will mute all of you. Or I should say definitely all of you.
Santa Barbara gets it in, a long pass to Oliver. Santa Barbara wants it back. He had nobody on him, but Oliver didn't see it. Gets it to him now.
Gets the shot off.
Yeah, and good. He saw the clock. He knew.
Yep. Well, you heard mention that. He was going to hear it. He's going to have to do something now, or I'm going to get that earful later.
Yep, exactly. Columbia.
Just like that, we got a 12-point game.
Unheard of.
I agree. You know, that being said, I still want to temper us. It's just 4 possessions because Columbia honestly has done a great job shooting.
They have.
The ball. So this is a 4-possession game is what it is.
Well, you knew we were going to get a foul there, and coaches even saying your hands weren't up. You got to get your hands up. Yeah. So you can't expect that a no call there.
I mean, even in my younger brother's YMCA league that he played in, 15 years ago, the saying was, if your hands aren't up, you're not playing defense.
Exactly. That foul's on Nate Oliver. That is his first, team 6th. And that first basket is good for Ian Fisher. Layton? And he misses the second. Rebound to the Dutch. Minute 41 left to play. Scores 34-23 in favor of your Dutch. 27 seconds on the shot clock. Gilbert gets it to Delwich.
Okay.
Delwich kicks it out to Oliver, to Watazik. Watazik for 3. No good. They might have called that a 2.
Yeah, I think you got to step inside the line.
I got excited. Greenville taking a 3. Misses. Rebound.
That was a walk-up 3.
Rebound from our freshman Tyler Watazik, who at this point we can just say is freshman and a half. He's not playing like a freshman.
Well, I mean, just like you were mentioning with Ryan Gilbert, someone who's going to be a leader, Watazik is definitely going to be someone who's a leader. I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting even more significant minutes coming into next season.
Delwich saves it off of his foot, gets it to Gilbert, who gets it to Watazik. Watazik dribbles around, gets stuck in traffic, and they call it jump ball.
Well, that's interesting.
What is fascinating.
What a curious thing.
What a funny call.
Huh.
Arrow favors the Dutch, and we have a timeout on the court. Go ahead.
Well, I was about to say, so you got me at the end of the first quarter. What are the things that you're seeing that you're liking so far, and that maybe some things that you're not liking?
We are pushing the ball faster than I've seen us push the ball in quite a while, and we're holding our tempo up with the second quarter. We're matching the first, which we don't normally do.
No.
So the fact that we're matching that tempo is a really good sign. And we're going for all the balls. We're rebounding. Yes. We're protecting them. Yes. We're making good shot selections. We're just all around having a great night to start right now.
100%. And honestly, to your point about pacing and our point production, we're 4 points off from keeping the exact same pace of the first quarter. So really what we've seen is the things that both of us wanted. You mentioned the importance of keeping that pace in the second quarter, and I talked about the defensive end. And so we've done a great job of increasing the margin from 5 points to currently 11 points. That 6-point swing is important. But also, we've been able to do that while maintaining our own scoring.
Absolutely. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 51 seconds on the clock. Santa Barbara's going to need to get something off here. And they're yelling about the shot clock. I'm so proud of them.
They've listened to the broadcast.
It took all
heard
season,
you. They heard you.
But whatever. The shot clock's so important.
Well, they know they better yell about it, or you will. There's really no.
I have not been afraid to take my headset off and scream across the gym. And that teacher voice, when you scream, that teacher voice, it projects. So
you can fill a space.
And I'm not afraid to use it.
No.
Shot off for Columbia. Rebound to the Dutch.
Board.
Gilbert comes down with it, gets it to Santa Barbara. 13 seconds on the clock. We're going to try to get a last possession here.
Yep.
Oliver.
Rises up short.
A little short. Rebound.
No, what? Guys.
That was a lucky no call on our part.
That was a completely lucky no call. No, like that.
Both of us were like, yep, that's a foul.
I'm going to be honest.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest, Dutch, when you're listening to this later, that was 100% a foul.
100%. All right. We end the half there with score 34 for your Dutch, 23 for your visitors. For you at home, you're going to enjoy right now the CTK 6th grade boys team. We'll be back in a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct Number 8, Greer Schiermeyer. Number 9, Kellen Murphy. Number 12, James Ray. Number 15, Ryan Mello. Number 20, Vinny Lubrano. Number 22, Mikey Tumones. Number 33, Nico Barbado. Number 42, Andrew Nagel. Number 53, Ben Zhu. Number 54, Maxwell Len. And number 55, Connor Charette. The team is coached by Chris Charette. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody, let's thank the CTK 6th grade boys basketball team.
All right, welcome back, Dutch. We had some 6th grade action with the CTK program, and it was fun. Matt and I were talking about it's fun to see some faculty and staff children on the team. So we saw Beth Ray's son, Dawn Nagel's son. That's always fun. Let's run down our stats for you so far. Tonight, we'll do fouls first. Nick Ruff with 2, Justin Kapazinski with 2, Nate Oliver with 1, Michael Delwich with 1. As far as points, we've got Nick Ruff with 9, Justin Kapazinski with 8, Ryan Gilbert has 5, Nico Santa Barbara 2, and Michael Delwich 10. On the Columbia side for fouls, Peyton Walters with 2. He's the only one so far. And for the points, Passant with 5, Rainville with 4, Scarless with 3, Fisher Layton with 8, and Blake with 3. As we go into the second half here, we hope to keep a little bit of the same momentum that we saw. Not sure what was spoken about during the intermission here, but we hope they come out with the same fire and desire that they've had in the first and second quarter.
I mean, absolutely. I think that, there's going to be a level of confidence. And if you just look at the faces of these guys right now as they're coming out, they don't seem stressed.
No, they don't.
It's not that there's a lack of urgency, but it's that there's a lack of rushing. And I want to see that play out. So they've done a great job, so far on the defensive end. We want that intensity to keep going. But be confident. This is an 11-point lead going to the half.
Yep.
And I mean no shade by this, but I can't remember the last time, this season where we went into half with this big of a lead.
It's kind of fun calling a game like this, right?
Oh, it's awesome.
Been a while.
Fantastic.
Gillen's going to start Ruff, Kapazinski, Delwich, Berschwinger, and Oliver.
Rainville kicking things off, not even 15 seconds.
That's a low score for him for the half to only have 4 points. So I have a feeling he's going to kick it up a notch here. We'll see more from him.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Kapazinski!
But, that's really what it is. Big-time plays make big-time plays. I've said that again and again and again. And when you are someone who's the leading scorer on your team, that ultimately, it's on your shoulders. Make something happen. Force the issue. And that's what we see him trying to do right now.
Yeah. Now, Rainville, we're going to see quite a bit from. And actually, the entire Columbia squad, for the most part, they're a young group of guys.
Yes.
Young group. Rainville's a 10th grader. So we're going to see him for another 2 years after this year. So that was a jump ball call, and the arrow favors the Dutch. So that was a turnover to the Dutch.
Well, I think with him being a 10th grader, there's also some things, just learning curve things that are going to pop up. And he's going to continue to develop and, work on his craft. But he is someone who right now is pacing himself this season at least, not, last season. But
Kapazinski for 3.
Lobbing, of course, Kapazinski says, I'm pacing myself to break the 3-point record that I've set for myself earlier.
Awesome.
I mean, just let it fly, my man. Let it fly.
Columbia also has Passant, who's an 11th grader, so not as young, but we'll still have another season with him as well. Pass inside, stripped.
So
by
I'm not
Stutzman.
I'm not going to say whether or not I saw that go off his foot. before he picked up the ball. But
we all did. But doesn't matter. Berschwinger gets it into Delwich. Delwich
we heard many things, and biased is one of them.
gets it to Stutzman.
Ooh,
Stutzman
okay,
goes
the angle.
in, blocked there. Turnover to Columbia. And
Coast to coast.
Fisher Layton brings it down and is able to get a foul and get a bucket. So he will go to the line trying to make a 3-point play. Fouls on number 2. Nick Ruff, that's his 3rd. Team's first of the half. Fisher Layton misses the 3-point play. Dutch rebound. Justin Kapuzinski brings it down. 6 minutes left to play in the 3rd period. Stutzman.
I think even seeing the way that they're guarding the pick and roll, we're seeing that shift. Ooh,
Delwich misses the jumper.
Is there fouls?
I think it was an out of bounds call. Yep, looks
Okay.
like out of bounds.
Yeah, honestly, I saw nothing. So.
I couldn't. The kids were standing right in front of us there, so. Stays
Which
with
is
the
a nice
Dutch.
problem to have.
It is a nice problem to have. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it into Delwich.
Oh,
Back.
I was about to he's gonna let that thing fly.
Yeah, back to Kapuzinski, who had a great shot, just didn't fly. Delwich set the nice screen for that.
Oh. And taking the charge.
I'd like to see Troy wink at us like he did last time.
I know.
But we didn't quite get
yeah,
that.
we did.
That foul's on number 23, Fisher Layton. That's his 1st.
I mean, that was a good defensive effort, not just because of the result, but even on the fake, Troy bit, but he adjusted and he corrected really quick.
He did. Kapuzinski gets it into Delwich. Delwich back to Cap. Oh, he was trying. Screen didn't hold long enough for him. Berschwinger, little too hard on that pass into Delwich, but he saved it again.
Yep.
Kapuzinski to Berschwinger.
ISO.
Berschwinger out to Ruff. Ruff.
Step back.
Oh, in and out.
Oh, that was
a good luck though, and Ruff quickly down the court.
Oh.
Yeah. That time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that foul's going to be on Troy. Let's celebrate the fact that it's his 1st foul.
Well, I was thinking that. So when you were going through the foul totals, I was like, oh, wait, hold on. How come Delwich and Berschwinger are names that you're highlighting right now?
I'm not at all. Delwich has 1 now. Berschwinger has 1. So that sends Passant to the line. And he misses.
Troy, you could have let me have that one. I'm going to be honest, that ball was coming right to me. And when you're listening to this, I want you to just think about it. That was selfish. And
Matt likes to get into the game.
Not just likes, I need it.
I need it.
I need it for internal validation. It's really, as much as this game is about them, it's really about me. And I just think that that's something, for all the viewers at home.
It is. And he was good on the second. So Kapuzinski with the ball gets it into Santa Barbara. 5 minutes, 12 seconds left to play. 39-28 is your score. Santa Barbara gets it to Berschwinger. Berschwinger to Stutzman. Stutzman to Santa Barbara for 3. A little hard. Rebound to Rainville.
In fairness, he was a couple steps behind the 3-point line.
He was. He chucked that thing.
Yeah.
Rainville.
But when I'm seeing my teammates have that kind of success.
Yep. Rainville gets it into Blake, who gets an easy bucket.
Oh, they want to inbound to each other. Both of them stand out of bounds.
You're on the same team, boys.
Right. Well, because honestly, when Santa Barbara's in, Kapuzinski plays the off-guard position.
Right. And that's what he was saying on that last possession, too.
No.
But you're in the wrong spot, dude. Pass into Stutzman. Gets it, kicks it back out. I thought Nico would have taken that.
I thought he would, too. But that was about the range it looked like that he was at before.
Yeah. Kapuzinski gets it to Stutzman. Stutzman
hesitation dribble corner.
Gets it out to Berschwinger. 9 seconds on the clock.
Oh.
And they lost it under the basket.
Yeah. Don Troy knows that he let him too much on that pass.
Yep, turnover to Columbia.
He's frustrated.
4 minutes, 14 left to go. Columbia's bench getting a little rowdy over here, trying to get their team built up.
Well, 4 minutes in, and we went from a 4-possession game to a 3-possession game. So really only a 2-point swing overall at this point now, 4-point swing.
Yep. That's Fisher Layton with the ball,
right?
The basket.
So this is not panic time by any stretch. But it is time to make sure that we tighten things up.
And good call by Coach.
That's what we're saying.
Yep,
yes.
Exactly.
Yep, it's good.
Take a timeout and make sure you settle them down. They're within 7, 2 possessions, like you said. Let's settle them down a little bit here and get them back to playing the way they played in the first and second quarter.
Exactly. You know, this is their game. Play your style. You know, stick to it because it was working. And I think obviously you do make, you know, micro adjustments throughout the game based off of the way the offense is playing. One thing that I've noticed is Columbia seems to be doing more of an inside game, just pushing the issue.
That they did last.
Yes.
Yeah, they were relying on the three. Now, it was interesting to see if Coach was going to substitute in. I kind of thought Ryan Gilbert would come in on that possession, but on that timeout, but it doesn't look like he did. He's going to stick with the same.
Well, you know, this lineup is one that when they shared time together in the second quarter, they were able to extend the lead out,
Yep.
you know, 6 more points. So it's not that they don't have the ability to perform, you know, better.
Yeah.
Actually, this is slightly different than I think what Coach, because Stutzman wasn't in.
He was in before.
Yes. No, I was saying at the end of last
Right. Yeah, Berschwinger with the ball, gets it into Delwich. Delwich takes it inside, misses the basket. Rebound to Columbia. Passant goes in.
Good hand, good hand.
Intended for Rainville. You know, you could have gotten off your butt, you got the ball. Too late. You know, you got to want it, Matt, and you got to move faster than that if you want it.
I was passive.
You
I let
were.
my fans
You
down.
were.
I let the people down, and I'm sorry.
were, yeah.
Honestly, there's no excuse. I don't, you know.
Step up to
Oh!
Oh, nice. Nico
There we go,
Santa
Nico.
Barbara with the steal. Gets it to Stutzman. Goes inside. Travel.
Yeah.
I think I could hear the stutter step from here.
Right. I mean, there were 4 people in the way from this angle, but I was like, how did he end up on the other side of the basket?
Right. 3 minutes, 12 to play.
Let me
Columbia
stop.
with the ball. Blake looking for something here. You know, Rainville's their guy. That's who they want to get it to, and they look for him every single time.
Oh, they do, for sure.
Justin's playing great defense on him now.
He is. I mean, well, we talked about this on Friday, but one of the things that Kapczynski really excels at is being a defensive-minded guard.
Yep.
As much as he's a scorer,
Air ball. Troy Berschwinger with the rebound.
I think he does like that challenge.
They've done a great job
Yeah.
shutting him down tonight.
And as you know, as much as that, you know, hard-nosed defense and stopping the player when they have the ball is important, one of the things good defenders do is also creating situations that deny players the ball, get them out of the spot where they're comfortable, and force them to take
Delwich!
off-balance shots. But Delwich says, "You're not forcing me off my spot. This is my zone."
Yep. Delwich with the 2. Excellent play down there. Blake with the ball for Columbia. 2 minutes, 7 seconds on the clock. Blake gets it into Fisher Layton, who gets a call.
I mean, that was a foul.
That foul's going to be on Stutzman. That's going to be his first for the night. Team's third. Ball stays with Columbia. Passant gets it back to Blake. Blake going inside. Can't get anything. Passes it back at Passant. Passant.
Good spin. Better defense. Good hand.
Yeah,
Again,
Justin Kapczynski.
How many steals does he have this game?
I
Honestly,
know.
I should have been keeping track
I know.
because that feels like, you know, at least a 5th.
Oh, Stutzman able to save that pass. Nice. Santa Barbara gets it to Kapczynski,
Oh,
who thought about it.
I mean, he's been knocking them down.
He
so
has.
That's the thing. You can't leave a shooter like that open.
You can't. Stutzman
Okay.
gets around Walters. Gets it to Santa
Barbara.
Barbara for 3.
Give me 3!
1:16 in the third period left to play. Columbia with the ball.
And just like that, you know, the lead that was dwindling, we were down to 7. It's back up to 12-point game. That's what, you know,
Love it.
like we
Basketball's
said.
so quick. I love it.
It is. It's a game of momentum.
Passant going inside. He doesn't care who's in the lane. Delwich was off his feet a little bit there,
Yeah, he
so
was.
yeah, I expected that call. That's Michael Delwich's second foul, 4th on the team.
Yeah.
Throws Passant to the line
Right, he hadn't established guarding position.
at all.
But, you know, with that, the comeback that we had, and I can't say comeback because we were up ahead. 'Cause the
Good
first
on the
free throw
first.
goes down. it comes from, again, not hitting that panic button, because it's very easy to start getting anxious when you're on the court and wanting to speed things up, because you're just, like, okay, we have this lead and we got to close this game out.
And good on the second.
You speeding up your offense doesn't make the clock go faster.
Right.
And that's why, that timeout was so timely. And, it's a 10-point game right now, but we have the ball, and I'm excited to see what we're able to do with it.
Passant's their best free throw shooter at 71.88%. So if you're going to put somebody at the line.
And if you're trying to put someone at 3, I was like, Justin Kapuzinski's a very, very good guess.
All right, Rainville's got the ball. Nice no-look pass.
Excellent pass. Shot not to be.
Nope.
Fisher-Layton. Another decent free throw shooter, to be honest.
He's already at the line, ready to go.
Yeah, shooting 68%.
Yep. That's the 5th foul for Guilderland.
The odds may ever be in his favor for him to score this.
And the first on Nico Santa Barbara.
So folks at home can't hear this, but I'm definitely hearing like Gary the Snail sounds right now, like from SpongeBob. That's what I'm picking up right now.
Okay,
Am I wrong? Like media crew, Gary, SpongeBob? Okay, yeah, I'm getting confirmation nods.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm no good to help you there on that one. 29 seconds on the clock, 27 on the shot. Shots off by 1 here. Nico Santa Barbara with the ball. Taunting Kyle Blake with the between the legs passes here.
Oh, he's ISOing. He said, I want that.
Yeah.
But honestly, really what he's trying to do is run on the clock.
Yes, I know.
But I like to make it.
Oh! He's lucky that ball stays with the Dutch.
Yeah, no. So Blake waited for him to look away.
Yep.
The moment that he lifted up his head and looked in the other direction is when Blake went in.
So Troy's going to bring it in here. Get it to Justin Cap. 9 seconds on the shot clock. On the clock, sorry.
Yep.
Delwich. And there we go.
Exactly what we want.
And time expires at the end of third period. 46 for your Dutch, 35 for Columbia.
Okay. 11-point game going into the 4th. I like that. I like that. I'm going to borrow DJ Khaled real quick. So for anyone who peaked in Snapchat back in, I want to say like 2016, one of the things Khaled would always go is, I like it. I love that. Okay, I don't want to. if you haven't, just go and just on YouTube and just watch it. It was something to really love. But I love what I'm seeing. I love it. I really do.
If anyone else wants to donate. So for Team Best with Cancer, we have a goal set.
Tonight was a no-charge night for people to get in.
Right.
They just made donations to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society
okay.
as a fundraiser. So not able to hear what that student was advertising, but I think he was advertising how much money they made.
Well, I think he was also saying, too, that, donations are still open. So for folks, obviously people are in the game right now, but feel free to donate. And, I think this is such a worthy cause. Even just from the moments where I was able to see, a lot of people were stopping at that table giving donations. So glad to be part of a generous community.
That's great. You come expecting to pay to go into a game. So to say, well, I was going to pay this money anyway, I can donate it to a worthy cause is a great thing. So hats off to the group.
Right. Another shout out for tonight. We had our macaroni and jazz.
We did.
Lots of people came in, and they really were able to enjoy it. We had a cook-off. I'm not sure what the results are, but thanks for everyone who chose to come out and support our kids.
Columbia with the ball. Rainville goes in for 2, doesn't get it. Rebound to Columbia. Passant goes in, draws that foul.
Yeah, honestly, that was just smart use of his body. So without lowering his shoulder, he was still able to create that contact, lean off, and get the shot off.
Fouls on Berschwinger. That's his second, team 6th.
Speaking of things I like, Berschwinger, 2 fouls. I like that.
We all like it. Passant, good on the first, as we expected. He does not miss too often from the line.
No. Unfortunately not.
No. And good on the second. And what's hard, too, is that the fouls are really uneven right now. 6 for Guilderland, 1 for Columbia. So we've got to stop putting Columbia on the line.
Right. And the reality is that's going to lead to the bonus. That's going to lead to just free shot after free shot after free shot.
Justin Kapuzinski with the ball.
Dancing and prancing.
Trying to get something to happen here. Stutzman wide open. Oh, man.
Off his foot.
A little too much time there. Gets it to Kapuzinski for 3.
And that's the right shot. He's a sniper tonight.
He is. He is. In a good way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Columbia with the ball. Goes inside, number 2 to Walters, and they're going to do this every time.
They are.
Because they're good from the line.
I'm just going to read up the free throw percentages from this team. 65%, 80%, 72%, 63%, 69%, 68%. You have a bunch of people who are above 50%. So, odds are they're going to score any given free throw that they take. And this is going to come to be a problem specifically going into the 1-and-1.
Yes.
That's where we're going to see some issues.
And we are now giving them the 1-and-1. So from here on out, they're going to go to the line for fouls. And good on the second. And those were like butter.
Ooh. Smooth.
You don't like it when I have a saying. 6:59 on the clock. We've got a 10-point deficit here for Columbia. We're liking what we see. We want to keep it up.
Yes.
Definitely.
To be honest, so far this quarter, just with the ability to get to the line and forcing the issue, Columbia has done a very, very good job.
Right.
But if it wasn't for that 3 by Cap, really this would have been a very, very different trajectory.
Yeah.
And this would have been back to a 7-point game
Yep.
in only a minute of play.
Yep.
So, just looking at the field goals scored, we have one, and there's been free throw after free throw after free throw. 4 of them.
Yeah, we need to step up our scoring here in this quarter. While we have a second here, let's just thank Curtis Snyder. As much as we bust on him for running the clock and everything like that, we thank him for his dedication this season.
100%.
Beth Beanie, Dr. Beanie from Westmere, doing the shot clock.
Shout out Dr. Beanie.
Emily Hun from a 10th grader student, new to the school this year, doing the book for the boys all year. So thank you to those hardworking table staff members who we would not be able to get a game going without them. And it just as quickly as we came on the court, a timeout was called.
Yeah, no, I do want to double down on that. As harsh as we are, Mr. Snyder, it is something we talk about this before and after games, and he'll be like, "Oh, when did you guys get me this one?" So the truth is, and we've talked about it with our media crew, we've talked about it with a bunch of different groups. I want to give shout out to students where we've seen an alum who we've seen come day after day after day. This doesn't happen without all those different players
and
involved.
it speaks volumes when we haven't had the greatest season. We're not putting up the wins in the win column. Our student section has dwindled because of that.
Yes.
But we've still got our dedicated group that comes game after game after game. So thank you to them. And thank you to you, Matt.
Thank you to you,
I am so sad that the season's over. I look forward to this so much, as you know.
Absolutely.
So it's really hard to know that this is our final game for the year. It's kind of bittersweet.
It is, and for those who don't know the origin story of how this worked out, the quick part of it is Brenna had been asked, "Hey, what are your thoughts about just giving some commentary?" She, was very, very known in the building for being into sports and having good knowledge of sports, and tapped my shoulder and said, "Hey, Matt, well, let's do this together." And 2 years later, here we are.
Here we are. I might have twisted your arm just a little bit more than that, because I believe I said I have an offer you cannot refuse.
Those were the exact words used.
And since Matt never says no to anything, I knew he wouldn't say no. So
no, come on now. What do you? No. You cannot do that to
Love
them.
it.
Oh, my God. No, not the step back. I was waiting for the shimmy. I was waiting for the shimmy voice coming back.
Spin move by Rainville. Doesn't go. Rebound. Kapazinski.
Stop the pass. Come
on. To pass it to Berschwinger, who passes it to Santa Barbara. Berschwinger with the rebound.
Oh, my gosh.
A lot of craziness going under that hoop. No calls under there.
Oh, my gosh. Kapazinski's he's gonna hit 20.
He's phenomenal tonight.
18 or 19.
He is. If I look down to count, though, I'm going to lose track.
You're going to miss track what's happening. He's doing with this is how you go out in your final home.
Yeah, Blake with the ball. Gets it to Rainville.
And we talk about how much a single player can influence the game as Rainville forces the issue.
Taking it.
Excellent drive.
Rebound protected by Santa Barbara.
Oh, okay. He was able to wrest himself free
out
from
of 3 people. Ruff is wide open. Berschwinger sees it.
Oh, right back
Santa
out
Barbara.
of Santa Barbara.
3!
And that is the beauty. You give up a good shot for a great shot. The good shot for a great shot is always going to be worth it. And just like that, 16-point game, 5:25 to go.
Blake with the ball. Dribbles inside. Stopped by Ruff. Gets it out to Walters. Walters gets it into Passant. Passant.
That was a nice flourish.
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh, whoa. They got locked up.
Yeah, got
Let him
locked
get up.
up.
Let him get up.
Foul's going to be on number 2, Peyton Walters.
Home team's loving this.
That'll be his team's second and his third.
Okay, and Columbia's going to the press.
They are.
That's what I'm saying. They're committed. They're committed to it. I mean, look at this. You got 4 players in the backcourt right now.
Which, as we know, we're going to definitely leave somebody open. So it's just whether we can capitalize on that right now or not. Kapazinski. They get it across line. 4 minutes, 56 seconds left to play.
With a lead like this, there's no need to rush the game, and I like Cap's steady hand with this right now.
Somebody got a piece of it.
Yeah.
Turnover to Columbia. Passant comes down with it. Can't get it to Blake. Turnover to the Dutch.
Which is unfortunate, just as I was talking about a steady hand.
Yeah,
yeah. But the thing is.
That's okay. That works in our favor.
Yeah, it does.
4:43 left to play in regulation. Again with the press. Gets it to Kapazinski. And Santa Barbara to Berschwinger, which was a nervous pass into Delwich there. Berschwinger goes up.
Forces the issue.
Doesn't get the basket, but gets the foul called. The foul's the 3rd foul for Columbia. And that foul's on number 2, Peyton Walters. That's his 4th. That'll send Berschwinger to the line. You know, Troy has not scored yet tonight.
No.
But it doesn't matter because his defense
rebounding.
And his rebounding has been amazing.
Well, you know, the other thing, too, that is beyond that, a lot of players, if they don't score, they stop being engaged in the offense.
Not Troy.
Troy has not stopped being engaged. He has been locked in. He's setting screens for his teammates.
We have said from day one, he's an athlete through and through. Football player, and there he goes. He's on the board now. Football player through and through. However, he's an athlete first and foremost.
Yes. And, you know, he's someone who, obviously, any player, especially any your own team, you want to get your numbers, but he cares more about the win. Just looking at his eyes right now, how locked in he is right now to what's happening. Another solid defensive possession.
Kapazinski coming up with it. Wow. Santa Barbara gets it to Kapazinski over the line in
Hit another
time.
3 so I can quote Mark Jackson right now.
Yeah, right? 4 minutes, 11 seconds.
Oh,
Ruff! Bingo!
That shot went down so smooth from so rough. That's craziness.
I love it. Rainville scoring for his team.
Yeah, he made that look easy, I'm going to be honest with you.
He did. Timeout on the floor. Columbia's going to put that mysterious number 1 in.
The fans are really letting them hear their appreciation.
Yeah, it's fun to cheer for a winning team, you know?
18-point game. When was the last time you remember?
Matt.
Woo. Oh, okay, Sebastian. I see you.
Yeah.
Sebastian doing some flips over there. Tumble. Do your thing.
We'll have a little
do your thing,
tumbling contest with the cheerleaders here. Kaylee Horan.
Shout out to the cheer squad, too. I just want to, make sure that we give them their dues. They come, and as much as these games are basketball games, they're also an exhibition for our fantastic cheer squad, many of which are seniors, as we saw on Friday, for their senior night as well. And so really just shout out and keeping that energy up in the good times and bad. It's easy for us to cheer when we have a winning team. But this is a group that's dedicated. No matter what the score is, no matter how things are looking, they always keep their energy high, always excited whenever our team, is able to get some momentum going. So just thank you for all you do, cheer team, and get your flowers.
Many of our cheerleaders go on to cheer D1 programs and even more. I was at the Siena women's game not too long ago, and 2 of our alums are on the cheer squad there. It was fun to see. Here we go. 3 minutes, 54 seconds left to play. Oh, okay. Man, they're playing with us tonight, aren't they? And we have a timeout on the floor again. Full timeout this time. So score is still 59-41. We have not had any changes. Matt, you've got a birthday coming up Monday. I know you like to talk about yourself.
I mean, we want to talk about my birthday coming up next week. So, my birthday's coming up next week, everybody.
Yeah, Monday. Matt likes his birthday, and he likes everyone to know about it. I remember.
Crazy. The thing that's really funny with it is the reason for saying everyone knows about it. I don't know. It took on a life of its own.
It sure
Actually,
did.
at one point, it really did.
It sure did.
And then, of course, me being myself does not help. Where I really do the most. Actually, for a birthday present, you know what I would love to have?
The ball.
The ball. Let me in the game.
Just a touch of
let
the ball.
Let me in the game. That's all I want. That's all I'm looking for.
You know, you had your chance, but you missed
I did.
it.
I
so.
threw away. No, I'm going to give a Hamilton reference. I threw away my shot. I was
did.
Aaron Burr.
You did.
And I was waiting for it, one might say. But
Don't
I've
bring in a
learned.
song. Don't do it. Don't do it. We're going back in. We're not going to have another
I was
timeout.
not.
Don't do it.
I wanted to sing so badly.
All right, here we go. Guilderland with the ball. 3:54 left to play. Berschwinger has it back to Ruff. Ruff to
Okay.
Delwich. Delwich to Kapuzinski across the line
this
in
is
time. Kapuzinski
all-out
saves
press. I
it.
mean, you
Triple
got-
team.
Yeah.
Gets it to Ruff. Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara to Kapuzinski.
I love the energy that I'm seeing from Columbia, though. You're down 18, 4 to go.
Yep.
Many teams would just stop, and instead they're putting 4 people on the ball.
They are. Berschwinger
That speaks to the strength of heart.
dribbles around. Passad
Ooh.
gets it.
Now he's getting his own.
He's like, I want more than just a free throw on the
Oh,
books.
yeah, no, he said I got to get a field goal in.
Columbia.
Elevate, not to beat twice in a row. Delwich going for the board, and Nico Santa Barbara comes away with
Oh,
it.
boy. Oh, yeah, Michael, we didn't
Foul.
need to do that. He knew
Yeah.
that. That'll put Michael at number 4, which puts Guilderland at 8.
Yeah, he's
and
frustrated right now.
Yeah, he is. And throws us automatically to the line for Columbia, shooting 1-1. So that's Scarce at the line. And he's good on the first.
So at the next, wait, I heard a whistle. Okay, I was gonna say there was a timeout.
Oh, they got a sub here.
Time for me to try singing about how Hamilton.
You know,
doesn't
Scarce is
hesitate.
a 68.75 3-4 shooter, so that's not too shabby.
No, it's not. That's especially at the high school level, that's pretty decent. You know, when we consider across
Scarlett's good
all
on the second.
Yeah, all the different teams that we've seen, a lot of players actually don't have an average that high.
Ruff to Berschwinger. Double team, back to Ruff to
Okay.
Delwich. Gets it to Ruff. They need to get it over the
Yep.
half court, and they do. Santa Barbara wide open for
Yeah.
Kapuzinski.
Yeah, I mean, he has no reason to push this. Let the possessions go as long as they
Yep,
can
yep.
in the game. Take over.
Santa Barbara dribbling around.
Santa Barbara's been trying to dance all day.
We got
He's got his shoes on.
13 on the shot clock. Ruff with the ball. Gets it to Santa Barbara.
Oh,
Back to Ruff.
good save.
Mystery number 1 gets the ball.
Good save. Way to draw that foul.
Santa Barbara with the foul.
That's why he's number 1. Oh, Santa Barbara's not. He's not enjoying it. He's talking to the ref.
Yeah, he needs to.
Yeah, calm
Dude,
down.
just
Literally
calm
calm down,
down.
man. You're up right now by
yeah,
18.
Don't ruin it.
Don't get attacked. He's now talking
He's
to the other
gonna
ref.
not stop. Yep. Suck it up, bud.
The thing that's interesting to me, and I mean this happens at every level and across every sport where people talk to the officials. I just haven't seen an official ever actually like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, you're right. Let me change that. Yeah.
And I know the purpose of it is to try to get those calls changed
Yeah.
in the future, but it's just one of those things that's funny.
Yeah. Mystery number 1 is good on the first.
Mystery number 1.
Hey, man, if you don't help me out by giving me the names,
All right.
I make it up.
Now this is really crazy. I'm actually racking my mind.
And number 1 good on the second.
Trying to think of players who were there's number 1. And as soon as this game ends, I know I'm going to think of like 8 players.
Of course you are. Kapuzinski gets it to Ruff. Ruff, long pass to Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara dribbles around, gets it to Kapuzinski. Kapuzinski
16-point game.
gets
I mean,
it to Santa Barbara.
The reality is you want to keep your possession as long as you can. It's a 7-possession game, so even just by holding it out.
Yep. Lost the ball there. Turnover to Columbia. And, you know, you got to watch the fouls because, again,
Yes.
we've talked about every single foul has put them to the line, and now we're at 9 fouls. The next foul is a 2-shot
Yes, no matter what.
foul no matter what. Rainville with the ball. Takes it in,
Ooh.
gets the basket.
Okay, just like that 14-point game, now it's a 5-possession game. I misspoke earlier when I said 7, I meant 6.
Ruff gets it to Watazik, who's in for the Dutch. Ooh, risky pass,
Yes.
but Kapuzinski gets it. Ruff to Kapuzinski.
Right. And this goes to your point though about why that 10th foul is going to be critical. Oh, whoa, no, you have to shoot that, Cap.
Yeah.
You got to shoot that.
Santa Barbara gets it to Watazik. Watazik to Kapazinski. 13 on the shot. Kapazinski goes in. Little floater.
He crosses that 20-point threshold.
He has had a phenomenal night.
Have yourself a night, sir. Have yourself a night.
Rainville gets it down. Gets it to Baker.
Ooh.
3-point basket.
Oh, no. Oh, gosh. They tipped it away from each other.
By Scarless. Doesn't work.
One.
Rebound.
Okay, hold it.
Minute 10.
Yeah, I mean, they got a foul. And the reality is Columbia can foul.
And it's going to be on number one, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah?
Yeah, fouls on number one. That's his first, team's fourth.
You know one other person we got to give a shout out to? Shout out to Mr. Austin.
Yeah.
Honestly, no, for real. He's here late all these different nights, and I'm supporting our programs, and, we'll be the first line when things go wrong. So
David Filkins in the line for the Dutch for the first time tonight.
Also, shout out to all the chaperones who come and make
Nico is still complaining about that call on the sidelines.
Actually, at this point, I'm just saying. At this
point. It's a good thing he's not in my class because we'd be talking about that tomorrow. Stutzman with the ball, taking it down. Gets it to Kapazinski. 57 seconds on the clock.
That screen.
Foul. That will be on number 5, Caden Boland-Smith. Ryan Gilbert in the line for Kapazinski.
Yes. Give him that applause.
Alex Dorigo for Nick Ruff.
What a fantastic way
to
end your home game career. Right? I mean, that's incredible.
We have all seniors out now, right? Nope, Stutzman's still in.
20-piece that he's going to remember with amazing defense.
I'm going to think Mike Parks forgot that Stutzman's a senior. Stutzman, nice pass to Gilbert.
That's why he's out
Gilbert
there.
To
It's
Watazik.
for passing purposes.
Watazik gets it to Gilbert.
Bang, bang. Oh, man.
Rebound, Dorigo. Gets it to Stutzman. He's going to call a timeout so he can get Stutzman out.
Yes.
Excellent showing for our varsity seniors tonight.
Love to see it.
Into the game is Isaiah Santa Maria. Watazik to Gilbert.
Shot clock's off with only 24
seconds left to play. Scores 63-47.
"17 seconds of gameplay.
17.4. Hold on, boys.
Our last statement of the season is going to end in a win.
Columbia with the ball. Columbia bringing it down.
Okay. Dump pass inside.
No good. Rebound, Columbia. Put back. Good.
What I love is the defensive effort that I was seeing from our guys out there.
And that was Jacob Baker.
And that's a game.
Regulation.
That's a game.
63 for the Dutch, 49 for Columbia. Thanks so much for joining us this season, everybody. It's a great day
to be a Dutchman.
We will see you next year.
Shall be well.